Hey guys, and welcome back to Casual Craft. Now, I have a little surprise for you today. So, if you remember, I said a while ago that I was going to work both on the mountain and the boat. Well, I've done a lot of work to the mountain. It's still not quite finished, so I've got to match that up to there, and I've been thinking about bringing this part across to here and having sort of like a natural archway here, which could look really cool. So I'll probably work on that a little bit more. I've noticed that my whole area is basically fake. There's this whole area under here that I had no idea existed. We also have done some work on the boat. So obviously there's still a lot more to do on this, but it's been built up a little bit, so I've got another layer of wool that I have to do on top of that. I think it's a layer of wool and then another layer of wood and then it's the floor. That might be a little bit high. It might be a wool and then the floor. I can't quite remember. But yeah, we're getting there on the boat. Been working on it a little bit here and there. And I've also done some work clearing out this area. So if you remember, this wasn't 2 blocks difference here. It was only the 1 block. And I've cleared out a heap over here as well. So slowly getting there on that. Eventually it will all be sand and custom terrain and all that sort of thing. And I also extended this. So I don't know if we had sand here or if it was just stone and dirt that was up to this level, but it used to be up at this level here with the rest of it here and over there and everything. But obviously with the boat, like, it was almost touching the boat, so I extended this down. I've got to get some stone brick walls and bring them down. I'll probably bring them down to maybe here, and then these two will be for the decoration of sand and whatnot. So it's slowly coming together. We're slowly getting there. There's a lot of things that basically just have to be done off camera, or that will take a long time, so will be done on stream and stuff like that. I did, when I was doing the mountain, I did time lapse, or try and time lapse it, but with the amount of times that I was just going back and forth between that, the boat, the floor, just doing other things in between, it was just a mess. So while I've got the time lapse there, I'm not going to put it in. Yeah, it's gonna be too much work, and to try and make it watchable it's just not gonna work. So I can show you what I've done, but other than that, there's no time lapse. But I think it looks really cool. So we've got a couple of things that we need to do. So the first thing is we need to expand our sugarcane. So this sugarcane needs to be expanded. Now, it shouldn't be too hard to basically just repeat like what I've got here. Wait, is they not even slabs? Okay. Well, I'll be doing slabs on the next part. But I'm just going to go grab what I need, which I need some stone slabs, some glass. Yeah. So while this has been producing a decent amount, I've had to AFK here quite a bit to get the resources I need. So we got that one full, but that's only to there, and the rest of everything else, like iron's up to that chest. We've got all that cactus, strings up to there, gunpowder's up to there. So yeah, we've got a lot of other resources, and sugarcane just isn't keeping up with everything else. So I'm going to make another one, just so we've got the resources for anything we might need, and especially if we get the fireworks shop done, then we're going to need the sugarcane for the rockets as well. So Although I don't know if we will get it done because we don't have long before the next season. So if anyone's keeping up to date with 1.17 release dates, we have maybe 2 months, 3 months. There's not actually a specific release date yet, so we don't actually know. Yeah, so if anyone's keeping up with the release dates, there's no actual set release yet. It just says mid-2021. So we can only assume that it's sometime maybe June, July sort of time. So we have a little bit of time, but definitely not much. So we probably won't get the fireworks shop done, and if we do, then it probably won't be up for long. So we'll definitely do that again next season, and at least if we do it next season as well, we've got the designs there, we know how they work after testing and whatever for this season. So this I will time-lapse because it's pretty easy to do. I'm going to go get the stuff and I'll see you guys in the time-lapse. So it turns out that the time-lapse for the Sugarcane Farm is corrupted. So there won't be any time-lapse for that. Anyway, back to the video. There we go. So we now have double the sugarcane capacity. So it should all be hooked up, I'm hoping. We'll have to watch it and make sure it all works and all that sort of thing. But as far as I know, this should be all working and all completely fine. So I've just hooked it up to the same system so that one piece of sugarcane will determine when both of these flying machines go, and they should be good to go. They're both the exact same. I copied that design. I just replicated here. Same with the return system up that end. So we should be good for them to work. Same with down here. Everything's just the exact same thing. It's all linked up. So we should be all good for that to do its thing. Okay, so the next thing that I would like to do in this episode is what we talked about last episode. Why is there dirt here? Okay, that's weird. I'd like to get the hallway in here done. I'm going to harvest that while I'm here. So I'd like to get a sort of decent hallway put in here. Tidy this up a little bit and make it look a bit nicer. So I'm not going to time lapse this, I don't think. I'm just going to build it and show you what I come up with. I don't know what I'm going to do over here. Might just clear that out and put a wall across. It's very everywhere. This place is just, I don't know what is going on in this place. We'll try and figure it out. We'll try and get something done here and tidy it up. Here's what I came up with for this general area. So I've got some nice archways here and here. Still not finished. I've got to dig out this a little bit more, figure out what I'm going to do. But I've just generally tidied it up. I'm not going to worry about out that way today. Right now I just want to worry about sort of this staircase here and going down around that way. Probably put some crack stone, mossy stone, all that sort of stuff mixed in to give it a more, you know, nicer feel and whatever. But for now, we're just going to go with the normal stone, and then we can change it at a later date and fix it up and whatever. That looks a lot better as well, so that's not a lot cleaner like that. So generally just cleaning up the area. I quite like what I've done with the archways. It looks nice, and yeah, there'll probably be another archway here as well, which means we'll have to widen that by 1. So I'm gonna continue digging this out and working on this staircase. Well, I got this far. I don't like that. I need to change that, but I don't know how, where, what. I don't know. I don't want to do just a square corner, but at the same time, I don't want to have this just be like that sort of thing. just because it's going to interfere with this. So I'm kind of, I don't know what to do there. And I haven't dug out the roof yet, just because I don't know what I'm doing with that either, so we haven't worried about that. But overall, it looks heaps nicer. Yeah, I'm really happy with it. So, actually, where do these even go? This goes up to nowhere. That goes to nowhere. And this goes to what used to be a sugarcane farm, I'm pretty sure, by the looks of it. We can probably make a use for that somewhere. I don't know what that is. There's just so many different areas that are empty. Like we've got both these areas that are empty. There's up here that's empty here. This whole, it's a quite big area that's empty there. And then also here. And here. Just every floor is empty with it. There's so much room in here that it's all empty. So we need to figure out some stuff to put in here and fill it up. Yeah, that looks heaps better coming down there now, like that. Alright, let's work on this hallway. I'm gonna have to dig out a heap of area and figure out, I'll probably just, do I do an angled one across there and then across the, yeah, that would look really cool if I do that. Alright, I'm gonna get on that. Alright, so still no roof. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the roof, so we're just gonna leave that for now. But I do have, I'm gonna have to go, wait, no, I don't have, I have dirt in here. So we've got sort of a base hallway here. So obviously that's going to be changed at some point because that looks horrible. But you come down, another archway, we'll figure out something for the roof. This isn't done. I want to have more pillars and stuff. So like what's here with this, that's dark oak actually there. And have more of that around and everything, and especially down here, I want to have sort of a really nice hallway and come down into here. This is the stairway we've got, and it looks so much better than what we had, obviously, considering we had just stone before. So yeah, this is really nice, and we will work on this just over time. And yeah, so let's move on to our next project, which is something I didn't actually think I'd be doing. So I'm just going to leave them there because we'll come back to that at a later date. So something that I never really cared for, at least this season, is netherite. I've never wanted nether armor. It's not really interested me. But I do want to mine it. Now, I've seen this on Hermitcraft, so if anyone's watched that, you will know what machine I'm talking about. Again, I'm going to each chest. I can do this. Well, it took me a while, and I had to go back and forth up the top and do a lot of messing around, trying to get all the resources and figuring out. So where I am at the moment, I'll actually show you. Give me one sec. Was create my own hole at the top. So originally I was going to make my tunnel bore at what used to be the shopping district. So what used to be the main portal hub. I went down underneath and had a look, but it turns out that the whole area is just completely gone. People have been boring that out for a long time by the looks of it. So I came over to the one place that I know isn't used. Obviously, I'm the only one that came over this direction, so I came over to our gold farm. So gold farm is just over this way. As you can see, there's the pillar for it, so it's just up there. And we're just over here, and I did a lot of, so obviously I didn't know what block was only one, like where it was only one block thick. So I tried here first, thought I got it because there was a soul sand in there, but unfortunately not. And then dug this out, hoping that this block here was hollow, and it was, so we got that. Eventually I'll probably come back up and do this block, just so we have a straight path down instead of having this, but I mean, it's not that big of a deal. It was a little bit of work. I had to go back, I think, 4 times to get more TNT. But other than that, yeah, it works, and we should be able to get some netherite with it. So it's looking really cool. Now on to this machine. So this is, as far as I'm aware, the same machine that is used in Hermitcraft. So it's Ilmango's design, but changed a tiny little bit by Borkon. And I will leave the link to the machine in the description, and you can go check it out. And yeah, so all it is you just hit this note block, it launches a TNT. Pretty simple, pretty easy to build. I mean, there's not a lot in it that is hard. The hardest part was working out which way the observers faced out of the video and everything. But other than that, yeah, really easy, really simple. So I'm going to use this for a little while, see if I can find some ancient debris along here. I've already been mining. I had to find one more, so I found 2 of these over at underneath the main portal hub, thinking it wasn't excavated, and then dug an extra, I don't know, 3 blocks or something, and found a hole. So one of these big bored holes. So I came over here and found another one. We've now got the machine. I'm going to use this for a bit. So I've been doing a little bit of work the past few days. So off camera I dug out, I don't know if you remember, this was all at that level. So it was only 1 block of water. I dug it all out and started replacing it all with sand. Only got down to here so far, but it's looking a lot better than it was. And in here, I've done quite a bit of work as well. Can the dolphin not? So we have the start of what will be underground dock area. Still a lot of work to do in this sort of area, but we have this, definitely not done, but it is looking a lot better. So I tidied this viewing area up. I'm probably going to replace this with walls, just so that it you can sort of go up a bit further, if that makes sense. And then we have this one up here, which I also tidied up. This was, I think, only those 3, so I expanded it to have these 2 as well. Yeah, so this is looking a lot better. You can now see basically the whole bay from anywhere in the fort. This is awkward here. So this walkway right behind here, so this stone bricks here is the stairs on the other part. So if you go around here, so this is going to change as well. So where this stone is here, this will all be, I don't know, I'd have to figure out what I'm going to do there, but it's all going to be detailed and everything. The roof is going to be detailed as well. I just have to figure out what I'm going to do for it. But those stone bricks on the other part are, I think, around here somewhere. It's these bricks here, so we can't really do much with that. I also tidied this up, so this used to come across on an angle down here, and I think it was pretty much here it came across to. And it looked just awkward and weird, so I fixed that up. I still haven't gotten any more slabs. I have to go back over to the storage and get some more slabs to finish it. But it is looking a lot better, so yeah. And we also lit up the areas back here. So I did some work to stop a little bit of the mobs. I have to clean up the side of this hill here a little bit and fill in some creeper holes and stuff back here and light it up a little bit more. But I've done some basic lighting just so mobs aren't spawning as much. I've been lighting up quite a fair bit, so here and behind the mansion I've done quite a bit of lighting up. So we've used probably over a stack of torches just trying to light everywhere up and all that sort of stuff. And I started on the walkway here. So we've dug into this side wall, I think 2 blocks. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the wall used to be here. So we've dug in 2 blocks, and I'm going to do sort of a feature wall. I don't know what, but I do want to do a feature wall here. Yeah. We could maybe do some pixel art or something. Obviously it's not going to be hugely detailed, but some pixel art on the wall would be really cool. And then on this side, so as you can see, I've marked out over here, I want at least 3 blocks for the wall of the warehouse so that I can add detail into it. So obviously we're going to want at least 2 for this design here. But I figured if we have 3 blocks, that gives us room to do other designs, because obviously that design is not going to be along the whole wall. Although we could make it work, and so we have that extra room. And there's the 3 blocks here as well. So this glass may have to be removed, and this will be a flat wall, and take the corner of the roof off and stuff. But we do have that 3 blocks there. So this may come up a little bit further, but it probably won't be much. And it will just meet wherever the wall goes to for the warehouse. And then this side, I'm guessing the wall of the warehouse will probably come out to somewhere here. So I don't know if we'll keep the door there, or because I do like the door there, and then like there's this sort of, if the wall did come out, it'd probably come out along there like that. I kind of like that idea that that it's like that. So there's a lot of things we need to play with for the warehouse. I'm still trying to figure out the design of it, but hopefully in the next few episodes we can start to work on that. I don't think I've done too much else off camera. I went and got another beacon to mine that out, so I didn't have to move this one. So we have another beacon now. That's just using iron blocks for the base instead of emerald. And I've probably dug out a little bit more of this, but I mean, there's that much to dig out that I don't think that's really a problem. I'm thinking I might start doing it layer by layer as well, so I might just jump on every now and again, just remove one layer, get that other beacon that we've got and put it over there, and that will make it a lot easier to do, to start removing all that. We also have another boat being built over here, so one of the newer members of Casualcraft decided they wanted to build a boat. I need to fix up this area. The hell happened here? Okay. Yeah, but it's looking really cool. So there's a lot of work that needs to be done, and I really want to finish, well, not so much finish, but get some nice finishing touches, I guess, on the fort and underground dock there. So I'm also going to do some work on the fort up at the top here, so make it look a little bit more finished. So yeah, it just looks awkward, I guess, at the moment, but hopefully we can finish that up. And I think I want to go ahead with, I don't know if I talked about it on camera or not, the plan to put the villager trading from in there over into the underground of the mansion. I just feel like that would fit better. Like, if we have a look at the back of the, why is there a, how have I not noticed this? Does it, What? Why is there a mushroom? Not gonna lie, I'm very confused. Anyway, if we look at the back of the tavern, it looks awkward. Like that there is just so awkward and weird. So I feel like we need to remove that and clean up the tavern a little bit. So to help with that, we can move the villagers. And then we can also have, I really want to have a walkway come down here and through there. I think that'd look really cool to have sort of a passage go through there. And we need some buildings down here as well. So this will be sort of the, I don't know whether it wouldn't really be the red light district, but like the taverns and nightclubs and all that sort of thing. So, and then obviously the actual village houses will go behind the mansion and over there. We still have to figure out what we want to put up here. It's not really a big area, so I don't know what we're going to put up here. I've been thinking maybe some sort of lookout or something could maybe look good, and then that way it's not interfering with too much around it. But yeah, hopefully we can make it work. And yeah, so next episode, I really want to work on this, but I'm not going to promise anything. I think I've said 3 times that we're going to work on this, and we haven't. Although that was for this sorting system, not the actual warehouse. But yeah, so I'm going to end it here, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you haven't already, please hit that like button and subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments, and be sure to share. As always, the link to my Discord will be in the description, as well as my Twitter and Twitch. Not that I'm too active on Twitch at the moment, but I do hope to be more active in the future. So be sure to go check those out as well. I will leave the link to the tunnel boring machine as well. And I hope you enjoyed. Till next time, see ya.